you get the water to make coffee?
I just took it out of the oil.
Oh, you did you? Well, we didn't carry that water up here for you to make coffee, see?
I'm sorry, I didn't know water was so hard to get.
Yeah, well, you know it now.
I thought perhaps I was among civilized men who wouldn't begrudge me a little fresh water.
Who's not civilized?
Water, like so many other commodities, becomes more valuable at times of scarcity. It sometimes takes a drought before we fully appreciate water as a life-sustaining necessity. Cycles of drought have played a significant role during the history of the Southwest. Anthropologists speculate that some of the earliest inhabitants of the desert Southwest, a people known as the ancient Pueblans, vanished from their canyon homes almost 1,000 years ago because of prolonged drought. More recently, a record drought hit Colorado in 2002, depleting water supplies, lowering reservoirs, and raising fears of water shortages. Overall inflow that spring from the Colorado River to Lake Powell, a critical reservoir for millions of people in the Southwest, was only 14% of average, an all-time low. By October, large portions of the state faced mandatory water restrictions.
Probably the biggest impact from drought is that it woke everybody up to the scarcity of water in this state. Most people until 2002, 2003 turned the faucet on and that was about all they knew about water. We couldn't ask for something better. Now, do we ever hope we see another drought like that? No. But it also has gotten all the water managers talking in a way that I don't think we were prior to the drought.
This event alerted water managers to the need for a range of solutions. The Colorado legislature created regional roundtables of water customers and water managers to identify critical water management issues. These roundtables have identified 3 major water challenges: population growth, energy development, and climate change.
We're going to have to be very innovative in the type of solutions we look for. And those solutions, I think, will be not any just one solution, but will be many. And all those things need to be looked at with an open mind and evaluate the cost, both the economic cost as well as the social cost of each of those and what it's going to do to our environment and the very values that we value here in Colorado.
Balancing growing demands against an uncertain supply of water requires a mix of solutions to the water puzzle. These puzzle pieces include water conservation, additional water storage, smart land use, and innovative sharing among all water users.
Conservation is going to be critical. Colorado, as a state, needs to undertake all actions necessary to use water in the most efficient way.
Inefficient and wasteful use of water directly impacts the pastoral value of Colorado. And 3 major approaches to saving water are municipal conservation, reuse technologies, and increased agricultural efficiency. Municipal solutions include public awareness and education, installation of low-flow water fixtures, and xeriscaping, a water-efficient landscaping technique in urban and suburban areas. Water efficiency is gaining traction in municipalities through public relations outreach and educating citizens in water-wise behavior.
We experienced a tremendous drought in 2002 through 2004, and we wanted to use that drought as an example of what our customers could do long-term by using water efficiently. And so we incorporated a system of community-based social marketing. So our campaign uses a lot of advertising, television advertising.
I love it. Extra water makes me extra awesome. Hey!
We do billboard advertising, and it's a fun way to look at water conservation and water efficiency. So our Use Only What You Need campaign does create awareness, but then the challenge becomes to change behavior. And what our conservation program does is it identifies the barriers to behavior change. For some people, it's the amount of money they have to spend, and so we created rebate programs on high-efficiency toilets that only use 1.28 gallons per flush to get rid of some of the older fixtures that are out there. And we're seeing a 20% reduction in how water is used even indoors, a significant reduction in how water is used in irrigation, and we want to maintain that.
One of the most consumptive municipal water demands comes from watering lawns, which accounts for more than half of water use in a typical Colorado home. This statewide consumptive use has become a pressing concern for legislators.
It's the outdoor watering that's causing the problem, and I don't have a lot of sympathy for that. And I don't want to see water move from my part of the state to the other side of the state so they can do outdoor irrigation. It's a waste, and it needs to be addressed.
Many municipalities are striving to curtail lawn sprinkling by encouraging xeriscaping. This practice of landscaping with low-water plants has been shown to curtail water use by up to 60% compared to conventional landscaping.
Timber water actually was the originator of the term xeriscape back in the 1980s. That followed a drought as well, and we wanted people to have a better way of dealing with their landscaping than just putting turf down from fence line to fence line. And so we have a long history of teaching people to use native, low water using plants. Part of that is getting xeriscape out in a commercial setting, in a park setting, so that people can see it, embrace it. The more we see of this, the more that's on the street as people are driving by, the more interested they are in putting it in their own landscaping.
The ever-increasing need for water conservation is prompting municipalities to seek innovative technological solutions. One of those solutions is the reuse of municipal water explored by the City of Aurora.
We have under construction now a $700 million project which takes our returns that we have already used in our system back out of the river 34 miles downstream, pumps it back up to Aurora, puts it to the state-of-the-art purification facility, and brings it back through the system again and again. And these types of innovative treatment and reuse techniques, like I said, I think are the future.
Another component of conservation is agricultural efficiency. In Colorado, farmers and ranchers rely on water and have perhaps the best understanding of water use of any water customer. As a result, many are striving to conserve water as a proactive, cooperative solution to potential shortages. This requires a mix of solutions specific to individual farms and ranches. These approaches include several key solutions. Ditch lining has multiple benefits. It reduces leakage and protects water quality. Pressurized sprinkler systems result in water savings for certain crops. Microjet or drip irrigation systems provide for more efficient irrigation. Reusing water through pumped recirculation improves both water efficiency and crop yields.
We have on this farm set up our irrigation to where we pick up our runoff water, our wastewater, and put it back into our irrigation system. And in some cases, we may use the water as much as 4 times.
Regardless of innovative agricultural practices, the prospect of rising demand will increase reliance on additional water storage. Water storage is a key component to water management in Colorado. Reservoirs are built to capture snowmelt from streams, store up a surplus, and release water gradually for downstream users. Additional water storage could provide needed water supplies as a form of insurance for future uncertainty.
We're still going to have to store water. That's why